What's going on, guys? Donovan here with another life page. I gotta share this one. Did you know at one time I was temporarily homeless for about a week? Yeah, I was homeless for about a week. I was in a living situation and I got accused of stealing something, which I didn't steal. But I got accused of that and I got kicked out of my living situation. Um, so I ended up wandering around this apartment complex that the person was in. I ended up wandering around the apartment complex, and one side of it, they were uh, abandoned because they were about to renovate this this complex, and so it was abandoned, and some parts of it were windows like busted out. Some places, some were boarded up. But anyway, I would be out during the day. The first night I was out, I actually was imitating something I saw on TV. I actually had had some newspaper, and I was actually laying on the concrete with the newspaper wrapped around me. Um, that was the first night. I didn't think about where to go. I definitely wasn't going back to uh, my mom and stepdad situation. I wasn't going back to that. Um, so the first night I was wrapped in newspaper. Uh, yeah, 7 Mile Evergreen area, and then I would go back to the abandoned apartments, and I thought they were abandoned. I thought they were empty, and so I would just kind of chill there in the day. I'd go to the grocery store. I'd steal toothpaste and a toothbrush and food to eat and brush my teeth. Crazy days. Um, so that lasted for about a week. Um, about halfway through the week, um, I was up in this upstairs apartment, uh, sleeping, and I heard sounds. I heard noise coming from downstairs. It was a woman's voice, and I stayed very quiet. I didn't know how to take it. Um, but to make a long story short, come to find out, it wasn't an abandoned apartment. The apartment upstairs was abandoned, but the downstairs apartment happened to be an apartment of a Detroit police officer. And I found that out very quickly because trying to be quiet, I don't know what shift she worked, but eventually I was upstairs in an apartment. A couple days later, I heard her, then I heard other voices of other police officers. Basically, she was telling them that she's been hearing noises upstairs and that um, she needs help checking it out. So, her and two other police officers basically came upstairs. I hid in a closet, hopefully, hoping that they would just not check the closet, and they did. Um, so when I came out, they asked me to come out, and when I came out, pretty much came out to I don't want to say I'm gonna say revolvers, or I don't remember. I just came out to three guns pointed at me, and yeah, three guns pointed at me, hers and theirs, and she asked me what was I doing in the closet, And I told her my situation. You know, I got kicked out, and I was just trying to find a place to stay. I didn't really have a game plan. I just knew I wasn't going back home, and so she asked me where do I think I could go, and the only place I can think of was my grandparents' house at the time, and they personally gave me an escort to my grandparents' house, and told my granddad what was going on, and it was kind of like my next living situation. But yeah, I was temporarily homeless for about a week. That situation, and I share that because reflecting back on it, you know, there are situations that, whether it's out of our control or in our control, because of certain decisions that we make, that we can become homeless, and it's not. It can happen to anyone, you know. And I'm not saying that it was a total situation that I had no choice to be in. I'm not saying that, but it's definitely a decision I made to not go back to a certain situation, but to try to figure things out. And Detroit police helped me figure that out. So that week, you know, it was good to know that I have family that I could go to in that situation. And my mom, of course, found out, and so I was staying with my grandparents for a while after that. But even today, there are certain elements, there are certain situations, we're only like a couple of steps away from being homeless in the decisions that we make. And I don't look down on any homeless person, because, like I said, we can make a decision that can put us out the door like that. So be careful of the decisions that you make and the pride that you have, because you can be homeless if you're not careful. But that's my life page for today. A time that I was temporarily homeless, and I'm just thankful for family and taking me in, and other living situations that I was able to mature in and be a part of. But that's my life page for today. As always, if you like to comment, subscribe for the bell so you know when the next video is coming. Donovan out. Peace.